Well, hello, Facebook. It's your friendly nosy neighbors, Jessica Carden and
Elise Powell.
Elise Powell. I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction. I don't know if that goes, if we're like the Brady Bunch, or if it looks different on the line. So there you go. So thanks you guys for joining us today. We're doing a little special Nosy Neighbors because we wanted to talk to one of our great local restaurants about what's going on and what's happening with them here in this time. And they kind of have a cool thing going on that's a milestone for them. So it's exciting. So Jason, oh wait, if you love local businesses and you love knowing what's going on with them, make sure you like and follow our page. And if you want to follow up and know what's going on in real estate, head over to the Murdock Manwaring page and follow that as well. So today, Jason, we are virtual with Jason at the Gangplank.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, everyone.
So Jason, tell us, what is the Gangplank? Tell us a little bit about what your restaurant is.
The Gangplank is a seafood restaurant. We specialize in fish and chips, and we've been in business for 50 years.
50 years?
50 years.
Well, fish and chips might be one of the oldest foods known to man. Is that right?
It's probably one of the best, too, in my opinion.
So good. So good. So I had a fish and chips. I was in England, and I was in Salisbury, and they give you the fish and chips in the rolled up newspaper. And from that day on, I've been a fish and chipser.
We actually have the newspaper print for our wrappers.
Are you kidding?
Or for our basket liners, if you want to call it that.
So that is what we call legit.
Exactly.
Legit and nostalgic.
That is so true. So Jason, you guys are a seafood restaurant. So what would people expect to get if they came in the Gangplank?
Our most popular meal is the cod and the shrimp. We're one of the last places that still hand batter their own cod and their own shrimp.
Oh, so, I like that.
But it's still worth every bit of it.
Wow, that is awesome. Okay, before we dive in further, how do they find out more about the Gangplank, Jason? Where do they find you, physical location and online?
Okay, we're located on 925 North Holmes Avenue, right across the street from the Pinecrest Golf Course. We've also got a Facebook page, and we've also got a website.
Perfect. What's your website?
www.thegangplank.webs.com.
Webs with an S?
Yes.
Yeah, WEBS.
Excellent. I'll put a link to that after we're done with this in the post. But guys, I did check in, so you can find them on Facebook. So Jason, can we start out with what's going on and how you guys are serving the public right now during our kind of stay-at-home order? What are you guys doing, and how can people get the delicious cod and shrimp?
We're doing takeout. We're doing curbside delivery. Normally we don't do deliveries, but if we're slow enough, we take off and we do some deliveries within about a mile or two radius, so that way everybody's taken care of. And we're going to chuck through this, and we're going to make it through.
Well, that's awesome. So how do they go about ordering? What's the way they do that?
You can call our phone number down here. It's 208-524-1774. We can also, that's the most common way. Our lobby is still open to come in and place orders over the counter, but we're taking precautions whenever somebody does come in. We bleach the counter, bleach the door handles, make sure everything's still sanitized to help slow the spread of this and stop the spread of this, in our opinion.
So they can walk to the counter, but they got to take it to go.
Yep.
Excellent.
And they can feel at ease that you have sanitized everything.
I hope so. We're bleaching every single credit card that comes in.
Like we're sending it out sanitized.
Yep.
They're going to go out cleaner than they came in.
I hope so.
Well, that is awesome. So in that, where do they find your menu if they're going to call in and order?
We have it on our website.
Okay.
Once again, that's thegangplank.webs.com. I'm pretty sure it's on Facebook too. I think we've taken some pictures and posted them on there.
Excellent.
Some people just call in and ask what our popular items are, and we can get them prices and go from there.
Fantastic. All right. So that's awesome stuff. Now let's talk about a little bit of history. You said 50 years. How did this all start?
It was started in 1970 by Newell Walker. It was actually started as an Arthur Treacher's. And most people know that Arthur Treacher was actually a famous movie star. He was actually the constable on Mary Poppins.
No.
A fishing boat, and nobody would buy the fish that he was catching, so he opened up Arthur Treacher so he'd have an outlet to sell his fish and chips.
Oh my goodness.
And at one time, there was over like 800 franchises out there. Newell Walker had a set of franchises, and then the franchise disbanded in 82. And that's when he changed, about August of 82, from what I've been told, he changed the name to the Gangplank. And it's been the Gangplank ever since.
Well, because I know,
Our-
remember growing up, it's been the Gangplank. Yeah.
So
Huh.
since 1982, it's been the Gangplank.
Wow.
So
I had no
50
idea.
years. Mm-hmm.
That is so interesting. So have things changed in the menu since then?
No, most of it's still the exact same traditional style that Newell Walker started. We have had to change the product because products have came in and out and discontinued and stuff like that. But it's still the exact same chowder that Newell Walker had, exact same recipe for coleslaw. Most of it's all stayed the same.
All the
We
originals.
have brought in some new,
All the originals. Well, Jason, I was noticing on your menu that you have some gluten-free options. And I know that's kind of a big deal for people that might have some allergies.
Mhm.
And so you've adjusted a few things to make some that are gluten-free.
Yes.
I love that. Tell us what you've got that is gluten-free.
We have cod, salmon, and shrimp, and we've also got we call it a chicken dipper. It's kind of, we don't want to call them chicken nuggets because they're not nuggets, but they're 1.5 ounce full breast fillet or full breast piece of chicken, and they're 6 per order on those. So they're
Wow. So how do you make it gluten-free? Is it not battered?
the shrimp is battered. It's kind of a tricky thing. What we do is we dust the fish and we dust the salmon, and the chicken actually comes pre-battered to us, but we do batter our shrimp. So it's kind of more of a dusting than a batter, but throw it into the fryer to cook it all up. It really coats it really well, has a good flavor. It's got lemon zest, garlic, and spices in it. And if you told me 10 years ago when I started doing gluten-free that I'd sell as much as I do now, I would have called you a liar. We sell gluten-free all the freaking time.
So it's in popular demand.
That is really, well, I mean, that's so cool. It's so neat to be able to know that you've got an option. If you go to eat, you go to eat, that you have an option that anybody that's with you can get something to eat. So I have more questions. When did it change ownership, or is it passed down? Tell us how that was interesting. So your movie, Mary Poppins movie star, how did it go from there?
Okay, Newell Walker had the franchises. In 2002, Newell Walker decided to retire. Him and his wife, Carol Ann. Is it Carol? I don't know if it was Carol Ann or Carol. I can't remember now. But he decided to retire, and none of his kids wanted it. And so he put it up for sale, and my dad was looking to go into business for himself. And so he bought the business in March 1st of 2002. And I started working for him, and I bought in half from him. And so we owned it together and worked side by side. And so we've had it for 18 years.
Wow. True family business. Very cool. So you kind of grew up in there.
Since I was 16, 17 years old, something like that.
Wow. I love that. I love that. So in this, talk to us about where the fish, talk about the ingredients in the fish. So I love cod and those kind of things. Is there anything that you guys can tell us? Is it that you guys get it from a special place, or how does that, is it just you guys have used the same stuff forever?
Well, there's 2 different types of fish. There's Pacific cod and there's Atlantic cod. If we're going to talk about cod specifically, Pacific cod is not quite the quality and the standard, in my opinion, that as Atlantic cod is. The waters are colder ours is caught off the coast of Reykjavik, Iceland, and the water's colder there. The fish turns out better, nice flakes up, nice color. So we serve the loin cut, not the tail cut. The tail cut's a cheaper cut. But we serve the top loin cut here for the cod, and it turns out really well and flakes up. And we don't serve Pacific cod. I don't think it's worth selling, in my opinion, but it's a little bit. Pacific cod is a little bit cheaper, but I've learned over the years that people will pay for the higher quality, and they want good quality, not just cheap food.
Yeah. Do you guys make your own chips as well, or are they? We
actually used a crisp cut French fry. That Newell Walker started with, that he had, and we're known for it. So I don't want to change that until everybody asks me to change. It's a good product, and it works very, very well for us.
I love that. Do you guys make your own tartar sauce?
No, we do not.
Oh.
But our
tartar sauce could be a key. I said, I know sometimes tartar sauce can be a key.
Yes. A lot of tartar sauces are pickly, very high in pickle content. If you want to I'm not a pickle person. I'll say that straight up in front. But Kraft makes a tartar sauce for the restaurant quality and for the stores. And so if you use the restaurant one, it doesn't have as much pickle in there, because pickle actually acts as a preservative, and it's a very cheap preservative. So that's why they can be stored longer in the stores. And so we use ours as the less pickly one because we go through so much, and people actually really enjoy it.
Good.
That is awesome. Every time we do these, I learn so much that I didn't know. Isn't that funny? This has been my favorite thing. I'm like, I didn't know the difference between Atlantic cod and Pacific cod. How cool is that? So,
Yeah.
Jason, give us an idea of where, if give us a little shot of the restaurant of what they're expecting when they walk in.
Okay. Well, right now I will tell you that. Let's see. I'll turn this camera around. Okay, I'm gonna pan around, but right now we're kind of quarantined because our dining room's not open.
Great.
But we have one of my employees paint our windows, so we do a pretty good job.
Oh, I love that.
We've got that sitting right there. I'm a ISU graduate, and so for some of us who are diehards and for ISU, we have our ISU windows.
Oh, I love those.
Right there. And then we've also got the whole arena over there. Of course, it's painted on the outside, so it's kind of backwards.
That's cool.
So we've got our stained glass.
That hometown feel.
Yep. We got our stained glass. We've got 3 different ones. Those were actually made by Beth Oakey from Oakey's Electric.
Huh.
So
beautiful.
But yeah.
I love the brass bars. It's very sailory, right? Shippy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you feel like you're on a ship, don't you?
Yeah.
Go and get the fresh, real deal. Yes.
Mm-hmm. We've also got our little slogan for this year. It's going to be backwards because I don't feel like going outside and playing in the snow. But our slogan this year is celebrating 50 years of great customers.
I love that.
That's awesome.
We've also got the nostalgic lamps for our lanterns over our tables.
Very Pirates of the Caribbean.
There you go. The problem is we're not pirates around here. We're sailors.
That's right. Sailors. Very big difference. Very big difference.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
You've only got one peg leg. From what I've been told by Newell Walker, that this little guy's been here for a long time. He got it out of a clothing shop that closed down downtown sometime. And so this little guy here has been here for a very long time.
Oh, wow.
He's our peg leg captain. We call him Captain Newell.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
I love that.
We wouldn't be here today.
I love you've got the whole theme going on in there.
Yeah.
We try at least. So I'll give you a pan of our menu.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Here's our lunch special menu.
So talk to us about that, Jason. What kind of specials? Do you guys do regular specials or or is it kind of standard?
We have our standard lunch specials that we do all the time. And right now during this quarantine time, if you want to call it that, we're doing our lunch specials for $7.85 instead of just at 2 o'clock. At the 2 o'clock, we're doing them all day long to help those out who need help. We do have a monthly special going on this month. Actually, every single month this year, we have a different special. So I will pan over to our monthly special. We have Alaskan pollock with mini Krabby Cakes with fries and a drink for $6.50. We're thinking about next month doing a halibut sandwich, but everything this year is going to do something with a 7 or a 50 in there from 1977. 50 years, 50. So we're doing all that. So we usually have a different special at least every 2 to 3 months.
So it's going to be a celebration all year long.
Exactly.
Yes, I love that. Okay.
So,
well, that is awesome. Is there anything we didn't ask that we got to make sure we know about the Gangplank?
Well, I want to know what are the customer favorites?
Ooh.
When your regulars come in, what are the things they like to order the most?
Okay, the customer favorites have got to be we call it our Cod Shrimp Meal. It's got 1 cod fillet with 3 shrimp with fries and coleslaw. The coleslaw is really good. We're known for our coleslaw. Once again, Newell Walker had that recipe, and we have not changed it. We were actually picking up a lot more. We were talking about gluten-free earlier. I have customers coming all the time for gluten-free, and that's coming more popular. But we are known for our cod. Our cod is the best.
Okay, good to know.
So now that prompts something. Could they buy, if they were having like a picnic, could they buy a tub of the coleslaw if they wanted to?
Yes.
Oh.
I've done bags of coleslaw what we do is we had the dressing separate. And so that way, if they're going to an event, because when you mix stuff with cabbage, it leaches the water out and then it makes it runny or soupy. And so we just tell them you got to mix this when you're ready to use it. And that way it's all good to go. And it tastes better that way.
Yes.
I love
I
that.
love that option.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Taste fresh from the store. Okay, perfect.
Awesome. All right. Did we miss anything, Jason? This has been so interesting.
Well, the one thing I want to put out here right now during this time, we are actually, because it's hard to find. Everybody knows there's the stores are being emptied. I mean, we're lack of toilet paper. That's the big one. Some people have lack of food. My suppliers have not run out of anything, and so we do have toilet paper on sale. We're selling it at cost. I've also got some people who want bulk hamburger that I will sell at cost to help anybody through this time.
Wow.
That is awesome.
And they just give you a call to order those things.
Just call me and we'll get you ordered. But we just want to do that to make sure everybody's happy, everybody can get through this time. We want to help the community. It's about what's doing what's right sometimes, not what's profitable. And during this time, you got to do what's right.
That's a great attitude.
Yep.
Thank you for being part of the helpers. I love that.
Yeah, we're trying to. Some people think we may be doing price gouging, but we're not. We're trying to do what is right.
Well, I think it's awesome. I think everyone should call in and order some fish and chips for their Thursday evening. Be a really good idea.
Well, fish on Friday, so.
That's right. You absolutely should. Okay, tell us one more time, Newell, how they order. Give us your phone number and your website.
Okay, our website is www.thegangplank.webs.com, and our phone number is 208-524-1774.
I love that. Awesome. Thank you for your time today, Jason.
Hey, no
and
Thanks for
I hope
having me.
everybody gets in there and celebrates your 50 years with you, because you guys are an amazing local business.
Yeah, thank you. We'll make it through this madness.
We will. Awesome. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
And you guys make sure that you get in there, because it is fantastic. And I think it sounds really good for a Thursday.
Delicious.
Awesome.
I know
All
your
right.
boss comes in every once in a while, and sometimes he buys for the office, so you might have to drop a hint there.
I think that's probably true.
Good
Probably
idea.
true.
I
Well,
know.
awesome. All right. Thanks so much. And you guys, make sure you're keeping up with us. We're going to try to do more of these fun local businesses. And this has been Jessica Carden and
Elise Powell.
the Nosy Neighbors, keeping you
In
the know.